Well, good morning. Our devotional this morning is from 2 Peter verses 3 through 10, and it's titled, The People We Should Be. Now let's turn to 2 Peter chapter 3, and let's read verses 10 through 12 together. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens will pass away with a great noise, and the elements will melt with fervent heat. Both the earth and the works that are in it will be burned up. Therefore, since all these things will be dissolved, what manner of persons ought you to be in holy conduct and godliness, looking for and hastening the coming of the day of God, because of which the heavens will be dissolved, being on fire, and the elements will melt with fervent heat. Now, we as Christians are fully aware that the power and authority of God is without measure. He created the heaven and the earth we currently occupy, and He can certainly create another when the need arises. This truth is exemplified by Noah and his family members. When the world was engulfed in floodwaters, they were spared from drowning, but by the ark God instructed them to build. All other people who were on earth at that time perished in the floodwaters. Another truth was substantiated by Lot's family when they were delivered from Sodom. The Sodomites were totally destroyed, but Lot and his family were delivered from God's judgment that came upon Sodom. Today, God speaks to us through His Word, the Holy Bible. All we have to do is read it to realize that God is speaking to us. God is infinitely loving, patient, and kind. He is not willing that anyone should perish. And although the destruction of this world is certain, God patiently waits for every human being to hear the gospel and to have a chance to be redeemed. But the day of the Lord will be like a thief that comes in the night. This means that there will be no immediate warning. Preparation must be made before this event. In verse 10, the day of the Lord refers to a season of events, not a 24-hour period of time. The culmination of these events will be the destruction of this earth, and as we will soon read in our Sunday school lesson this morning, Revelation 21:1, the coming of a new heaven and a new earth. The heavens and the earth, we know, will melt under the heat of the wrath of God, and a new creation will take place. So there is coming a day when God will create a new heaven and a new earth, because He will have destroyed the old heaven and earth in judgment. In Matthew 24:21, Jesus describes this day as, for at that time there will be great tribulation, the kind that has not taken place from the beginning of the world until now, and never will again. In the meantime, this old world is crumbling around us, and it is no wonder that we as believers become more and more anxious with each event that we witness. However, if living the Christian life was easy, why did Paul in Ephesians 6:1 instruct us to put on the whole armor of God? Simply put, even the world is falling apart. We as believers should not. If we do, then Satan has won the battle by putting one of God's warriors out of commission. And especially during these current times we live in, we are in a battle, a daily battle. Every minute Satan is after each one of us. And if he can discourage us, depress us, and distress us, or defeat us, then he is winning. So with the help of Jesus, we must hang on, because there is hope and there is a better day coming. And now in closing, the Bible encourages us to keep our mind on God and godly living. To this extent, Isaiah 26:3 tells us, Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on Thee, because he trusteth in Thee. Likewise, Mark chapter 12 verses 30 and 30 through 32 encourages us with, And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. This is the first commandment. And the second, like it, is this: You shall love your neighbor as yourself. There is no other commandment greater than this. And you may also refer, of course, to Matthew 22, verses 37 through 40. If we do these things, we will not become indifferent to sin and to God's purpose and will for our lives. And finally, a mind stayed on God will turn from evil and will encourage others to turn away as well. And so we have work to do. We have a great life-changing message to share with a lost world. We have people to love whether we like them or not. We have to keep our minds and hearts stayed on Jesus, and we must follow him closer than ever. One day Satan will be completely defeated and cast into the lake of fire. But until then, we must do and accomplish our work until Jesus comes. Amen. Thank you.